Surreal. Wait, what actually happened in Tokyo that night? And why were thousands of ARMY suddenly seen crying inside the stadium? Flushed face Purple Heart. Before we dive into this shocking story, make sure you support this channel Jikook lover by hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving your thoughts in the comments right now, because what you're about to hear might completely change how you see this concert. On that unforgettable night, inside the legendary Tokyo Dome, one name echoed louder than anything else: Jimin. But the most surprising part wasn't just his performance. Something happened on that stage, something even the fans who waited years for this moment didn't expect. How could a single night turn an entire stadium into an ocean of emotions? Why were fans seen wiping away tears even before the final stage ended? And why are people across the internet now saying, this wasn't just a concert, this was history? Stay with Jikook lover, because what happened in Tokyo might be far bigger than anyone imagined. Tokyo is a city that rarely slows down. Neon lights glow endlessly across its streets, trains move like clockwork through the heart of the metropolis, and the rhythm of the city never truly stops. But on this particular day, something about Tokyo felt different. There was a kind of electricity in the air that couldn't easily be explained. From early in the morning, the area surrounding Tokyo Dome had already begun transforming into a sea of purple. Fans arrived carrying banners, lightsticks, handmade signs, and a kind of excitement that could be felt even from blocks away. They came from everywhere. Some traveled from across Japan, others from South Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, the United States, and even Europe. Many had waited months, even years, for this exact moment, the chance to witness a live performance from one of the most captivating performers in global pop culture, Jimin. But strangely, the atmosphere around the venue wasn't just excitement. There was something deeper, something emotional. Many fans later said that the moment they stepped near the stadium, they felt an unusual sense of anticipation. As if the night ahead wasn't simply going to be another concert, but something far more meaningful. Outside the venue, groups of ARMY gathered together, sharing stories about the first time they discovered Jimin's music. Some talked about how his songs helped them during difficult moments in life. Others simply stood quietly, staring at the massive stadium in front of them, trying to process the fact that the moment they had dreamed about was finally here. On social media, hashtags about Jimin and Tokyo Dome began trending hours before the show even started. Photos of fans lining up outside the stadium spread rapidly across platforms. Purple outfits, glowing lightsticks, and emotional messages filled timelines everywhere. It almost looked like a festival. People were singing together, taking photos, and counting down the hours until the doors would finally open. But beneath all that celebration, one question quietly circulated among the fans. Why did this concert feel so special? Why did so many people feel as if something unforgettable was about to happen? As evening slowly approached, the excitement around Tokyo Dome intensified. The sun dipped behind the skyline, and the lights surrounding the stadium began to glow brighter. Then the doors finally opened. Thousands of fans entered the stadium, filling the massive arena seat by seat. Inside, the view was breathtaking. A gigantic stage stood at the center, surrounded by enormous LED screens and dramatic lighting structures. And everywhere you looked, there was purple. Lightsticks illuminated the entire stadium like a galaxy of tiny stars. Fans whispered excitedly to one another while waiting for the show to begin. But as the start time approached, the atmosphere inside the dome began to shift. The noise of conversation slowly faded. The lights dimmed. A soft piece of music began to play through the speakers. And suddenly, the entire stadium erupted with one unified chant. Jimin! 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 The sound was deafening. It echoed across the massive dome like thunder. For a moment, it felt less like a concert and more like a historical gathering, thousands of voices united by the same emotion. Videos from that moment quickly spread online, and people watching from around the world could feel the intensity even through their screens. But what happened next is what truly captured everyone's attention. Throughout the night, fans began posting emotional reactions. Some wrote that they couldn't stop crying. Others said the energy inside the stadium felt overwhelming, almost unreal. Clips from the concert began circulating rapidly, gaining millions of views within hours. Many viewers who hadn't attended the event started asking the same question. What exactly happened during day one at Tokyo Dome? Was it simply the scale of the production? Was it the emotional connection between Jimin and the fans? Or was there something else, something deeper, that made the entire night feel unforgettable? Even people who had attended countless concerts before admitted that the atmosphere inside the stadium that night felt unique. It was as if everyone present knew they were witnessing a moment that would later become part of K-pop history. Outside the venue, fans who couldn't get tickets gathered just to listen to the echoes of the concert from outside the stadium walls. They sang along together, waiting for updates from friends inside. The energy spread beyond Tokyo. Across social media platforms worldwide, fans stayed awake through different time zones just to follow every new video clip and fan reaction. Within hours, the story of what happened inside Tokyo Dome began reaching global audiences. Media outlets started covering the event. Fans continued sharing emotional messages. And slowly, a new narrative began forming. People were no longer just talking about a concert. They were talking about a moment that seemed to carry a powerful emotional impact on everyone who experienced it. But even now, one mystery still lingers. Why did so many fans leave the stadium in tears? Why did countless viewers online say that the energy of that night felt completely different from any performance before? Was it simply the power of Jimin's artistry? Or was there something deeper hidden within the atmosphere of that first night at Tokyo Dome? And perhaps the biggest question of all, as the night continued inside Tokyo Dome, the atmosphere seemed to grow even more intense. Fans who had been cheering loudly only moments earlier suddenly found themselves caught in waves of emotion they hadn't expected. The energy in the arena felt almost surreal, as if every second of the night carried a deeper meaning. Across social media, people watching clips from the concert began to notice something unusual. The reactions from the crowd weren't just excitement or admiration. Many described the atmosphere as overwhelming, emotional, even historic. Some fans wrote that they had attended dozens of concerts before, yet nothing had ever made them feel the way they felt that night. Inside the stadium, the ocean of purple lights continued to glow, flickering gently like stars in a night sky. Every time the crowd shouted the name of Jimin, the sound seemed to shake the massive dome itself. It was the kind of moment that only happens when thousands of hearts beat in the same rhythm. But what made the night even more intriguing was the growing sense of mystery surrounding it. Many fans began asking the same question again and again online. Why did this concert feel so different? Some suggested that the scale of the event itself was extraordinary. After all, Tokyo Dome is one of the most iconic concert venues in the world, a place where only the biggest artists perform. Standing on that stage alone is already a powerful symbol of global recognition. Yet others insisted that the feeling inside the arena went far beyond the venue. According to fans who were present, there were moments during the night when the crowd seemed to fall into complete silence. Thousands of people, usually known for their loud chants and cheers, suddenly became quiet, as if they were absorbing every second of the experience. Those moments quickly became some of the most talked about parts of the concert online. Short clips began circulating everywhere. Fans replayed them over and over, trying to understand what made those seconds so powerful. Some viewers wrote that they felt chills just watching the videos. Others said they found themselves tearing up even though they weren't physically there. The emotional ripple effect spread rapidly across the internet. Within hours, the event inside Tokyo Dome was trending globally. Fans from different countries started discussing the concert as if it were a shared experience, even though many of them had only seen fragments of it through their screens. What fascinated people the most was how the reactions seemed universal. Whether someone was watching from Seoul, Jakarta, New York, or London, the comments sounded strikingly similar. Words like unforgettable, emotional, and historic kept appearing again and again. For many longtime fans, the night felt like the culmination of years of support, dedication, and shared memories. Some ARMY members posted stories about how they had followed Jimin's journey from the earliest days of his career. They talked about the countless performances, the growth, the struggles, and the moments that shaped him as an artist. Seeing him perform in a stadium as massive as Tokyo Dome felt like watching a dream finally unfold. And yet, there was still something more that people couldn't quite explain. The emotional reaction from fans seemed almost deeper than what one might expect from a typical concert, no matter how spectacular it was. It was as if the night carried a message that resonated far beyond the stage. Outside the stadium, crowds gathered near the venue even after the show had ended. Some fans remained there for hours, sharing their experiences with each other. Many of them looked overwhelmed, not in a negative way, but in the kind of way people feel after witnessing something truly special. Some hugged each other. Others quietly wiped tears from their eyes while scrolling through the photos and videos they had just captured. For them, the night wasn't simply entertainment. It was a memory that they knew would stay with them for the rest of their lives. Meanwhile, online discussions continued to grow. Fans began analyzing every detail of the concert. They examined the stage design, the lighting, the crowd reactions, and even the smallest moments that might reveal why the night felt so extraordinary. Some speculated that the emotional impact came from the deep connection between Jimin and the fans. Others believed the atmosphere of Tokyo Dome itself played a role, amplifying every sound and every emotion within its massive walls. But there were also more mysterious theories emerging among the fandom. Some people wondered if the night represented more than just a concert. Could it have been the start of a new era? Was there a deeper meaning behind the atmosphere that so many fans described as unforgettable? Those questions only fueled more discussion across social media platforms. In fan communities around the world, people began debating what the night truly represented. Was it simply a spectacular performance that touched people emotionally? Or was it a turning point in Jimin's journey as a global artist? Even days after the concert, the conversation refused to fade. Videos continued gaining millions of views. Fan edits and reaction compilations flooded timelines. Media outlets began highlighting the event as one of the most talked about performances of the year. And still, the same mysterious feeling lingered in every discussion. Something about that night seemed bigger than anyone initially expected. Perhaps it was the power of music connecting thousands of strangers in one place. Perhaps it was the emotional bond between an artist and the people who have supported him for years. Or perhaps the true meaning of that night hasn't fully revealed itself yet. Because sometimes, the significance of a moment only becomes clear long after it has already passed. And if that is the case, then what exactly did the world witness inside Tokyo Dome on that first night? Was it simply an unforgettable concert that brought fans to tears? Or could it be that day one marked the beginning of a new chapter for Jimin that will soon surprise the entire global music industry?